ECG issues na Dumsor issues no ako wakasa pi na my ejimo Ministry of Energy da
yeah
nti menye NDC for one politics ni bi
on your mind
ma John Jinapomo were in opposition because at the time I know them politics no opposition no now why deputy minister for energy da
yeah
nso nyim but do titi na nyim enwa no catch Ghana for the Dumsor ho but wo the CSC one he said all sorts of things me why na yedim the reality with the electricity generation architecture all the way from transmission through to distribution that some of yen systems no watch it into from time to time depending on abundant investment portfolio resources okita biano
yeah
you do some maintenance maintenance be necessarily you have to turn the light off. It's okay. When we're in government, new transmission line, you're stringing new lines, high tension lines, 330 kV. How would anybody expect that? And one way they made man, they would do their work with live power on it. But they told us that I could hear some nabanorizi.
Why not catch on?
And this is for Mumfa John Jinaponi taping this year. What's happened? In fact, they went to the extent they called on the minister that unpublished Dumsor timetable. I said, timetable in Makafan or him. What did I look at Siban? Okay. Because I'm a member of the Short Movie Association. They said all manner of things. ECG, one distribution network, is old. One transmission infrastructure. It be a chair. In fact, growth in population in certain localities transform the capacity don't to serve communities.
What's the Nipana Dawson?
Yes, so from time to time, you have to change the transformers. You have to put bigger transformers that will serve the community or provide stable power to consumers. It's done. And see, to that extent, I mean, easily for new quarrel be when they indicated there 1 year replacement of one transmission. And see, you bear with one now from time to time, communities in the Obodum light. I don't have any issues with that because knowing what I know, that's how the system has to work. But question is, oh, Nancha I'm sit down one. I'm sit down one. I'm sit down one.
As the question is,
what is the scope of coverage at every one time? Because otherwise, then legitimate question there is it only transmission lines and our transformers that will replace inti na yeko it seemed to be widespread across the country.
Essay one brand no 330 kV whatever or a high tension Intinabia or not to them a better Dumsor, Ashanti, Cape Coast, parts of Accra. What exactly it is?
That's what they should be telling us.
Maybe at 2 p.m. Minister Bechichim.
Because you see, prior to Saturday, last Saturday or Friday, and they could hide under the transformer replacements, which in itself didn't make sense. On the quantum of light off and across the country. But now, post the unfortunate incident, OC Akosombo, I believe it was Friday. Your transition to full-scale, full-blown Dumsor. Full-blown. Osende control room no wash no. Only the main transmission point for practically the whole of Akosombo power. In excess of 1,000 megawatts. That is about 25% of total peak. Until that is taken offer, you move from localized transformer replacements on Ankas already didn't make sense to full-blown Dumsor. Until I hope that if you are minister, bed no quarrel. Now, wa magana fuwe situation no as is.
Now you're deputy to Napo, right?
Pochenyo.
Now,
indefatigable material program.
What's a Ashanti Regional Chairman of NDC, Nana Kwesi, or Kasai or Repair Radio and TV there, engineers or ECG, our Ashanti region. Napo no post to one bar into a sabotage ejuma.
Napo on no post ECG personnel.
Maybe so. On any deputy.
Oh, Kwame. In che wude in sambi ohwa. Mama yan susodo. Osende ECG or ye corporate entity. Yes, of course. Minister for Energy or supervisory role in terms of policy. But the minister okay in office. Watra board. Now watra management. Now waka transfers of ECG personnel. Where does that even arise?
Asama Martin and maybe so.
Now is that on some so it is how does that even come up?
In fact, some pine knows maybe so.
Mr. Yeah. Ashanti region issue no peculiar. One starting there. Reason why a movie, a Mary plant, which was idle. Kwame say.
Mete.
Not see a sipun in Chaban power enclave ho to Kumasi and Umaso, and subsequently got AXA na war contract no wa expire to move to Ashanti region under a new arrangement. From a take or pay to a 40% guarantee what you call it dispatch, right?
Yeah.
Was to ensure that Ashanti region grid stability power no onto engineer do hono is resolved. Beyond that, there is a BSP bulk supply point for order was fixed. If you are minimum the status of that. But there was a huge problem in Ashanti region that if it hasn't been resolved, whether ECG, Akafa, and Gabriel, Crafty, Heaven Bar, but now he's not going to be able to do anything about it. And so me and Jed, them napon on power on into the sabotage. So the time that your power and electricity issues work Ashanti region, no, MPP for no sabotage the MPP another way. Well, what kind of talk to is that? I don't know why we don't want to make progress as a people. No, Chairman.
And why progress?
Chairman. Oh, no, I'm not progress. I'm not like you.
And
look,
I have progress. I'm come for
Ochina, Yababa Benum back.
Cadet nature.
Whatever. Ochina. We will come back to power. It's I won't behave like you people. Okay? Last time I made argument, I say, if say, you know, CPP for and now boom. For some reason, under the 1992 constitutional dispensation, one bar Benumuda will make statements be I can grant them the benefit of the doubt. Osande ebia wonyim. By NDC and NPP, yaba benum. Inti, we know the issues. But the unbridled politicking, ye petuma and some yakan, just to run down your opponent or the government. When you know that as a mechano, no on dead them not That is what is biting you today. Oh.
Is it biting them?
Oh, bite one papa. And see now, how can you justify that? Light no off no. When last time around when you were in opposition, esoyanda da na abano den da gana fo. But Dumsor banabano odisiesi one. And yet the word dum no we say bia. How do you then turn around and come and tell me this same person who told me that then no Dumsesi? Kwame. How do you turn around? But that's the reality of operating an electricity system. You will do maintenance. Maintenance as well. When I live power. Also, consumers will complain if the light go off. You have to communicate appropriately. But is that what you are doing? But I suspect that there's something more that we are not being told.
Something like what?
Oh, that there is a major. Yeah, 2 weeks ago was the last week. Who Greek Kononyi Ghana Gas was statement be we issue ya.
Okay. What's
it? Equipment be ho. Wow, say fault be abamo. Major fault be abama. They have to replace that equipment. But you turn around my pellet and I suspect that there's some problem somewhere that we are not being told. Ma share them deploy network within the system. Information or pinpoint strictly to what
1 year we do network or system name.
Oh, now I know all opposition 8 years we need system a network within the system.
Oh, network here strong.
Journalists we need network within the system. CSOs we need network within the system. So what is strange about
networks can be dangerous
about having? Oh, but of course, I mean this information is supposed to be public information anyway.
Okay.
On your national security, national security information.
Let's listen.
But all I'm saying is that minister in there also 2 o'clock or a press conference.
Yeah.
I hope and pray that he will be candid with the good people of Ghana.
Sure.
Na nukoro umbiano onka. Of course, politicians they be politics. The John Mahama, the Dumsor king, has returned. But the Ghanaian people deserve to know the truth about what it is that is actually happening. Osande, if it's a full problem, Osande, any generational issues.
But you know, say at this point, Akonsomo Dam has been shut down, right?
Yes. So
Akonsomo Dam is completely shut down.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that Ono has taken about 25% of young generations. They are transitioning to Dumsor complete. Question is, are there some emergency measures that the government can take to ensure the power is restored some way, somehow? And now there, my timetable, Magana for that way. But I'm saying that before Saturday, if there was a full problem, on light no or extensive, as opposed to the transformer replacement that they were mentioning, which, like I said, didn't make sense. That if they change transformer or Abekala Pass High Junction, how has that got to do with Achimota?
Exactly.
How has that got to do with
Tema?
How has that got to do with Sekendi?
Medina?
How has that got to do with practically everywhere across the country? Osende, me sure the ECG or that number of technical teams are, and we now be deploy one at one time. The whole country, the way you wire transformer replacement across the country at the same time is just not possible. And see, no Korobia no one can. But let me remember that Abani or Jaminawo every little bit yet to be on Petrobia 1 CD. Supposedly to pay for fuel. That in itself is not true.
Really?
In its of course. Now fuel, young generation plants, 90% is gas. Only during periods of maintenance of young gas infrastructure and yes shift to light crude oil for most of the plants. Gas is part of PURC tariff calculation. They call it WACOG. Until we pay for the fuel. Only emergency fuel, liquid in a yetono, and on count. Even that, say gas in you make a saving because you are not paying for the gas. Then you top up to buy the liquid fuel. When we're in government, and I ban through Ministry of Finance, no pay scar what the man to fuel at every time that there's a maintenance schedule. And there's a committee that plans the maintenance schedule for the year. I was chairing it.
Okay.
Until we knew in advance how much liquid fuel we need to buy for the year, so that we requisition for it for the resource to be made available liquid fuel to power the plants. Government was paying for it. NDC Aban has levied Ghanaians 1 cedi per liter. So there cannot be any excuse
about fuel
at all. There can never be. As a reason why we have to go through Dumsor. Can never be. How is it the case that transformer need change, which is acceptable? Which requires that although dum light no, but on this occasion, why is it that oil widespread across the entire country?
Let's wait for 2 p.m.
so that we can ask the key questions.
May I say, Bobo, that is a Japa Mesa. Sampine adds that.
Good you came in before.
I'll say only 2. Sampine says only 2 engineers were posted to Ashanti region between 2020 and 2024. One was for Ashanti East, the other for the Sub-Transmission Center. Out of the 2 who are the ones transferred by this current administration, 1 is due for retirement in a month from today. And then this one says, hey, my brother Ejapa, I can imagine how he's talking and opening his eyes wide. He uses that to intimidate his opponents. And that is Robert Tetekoman of Wembley. Also, he had win room. Also, he had win you. Prof.
Yes, sir.
Machibium. Now, baby, your feedback, can you?
Oh, and
now when you can find your research.
And the night was very beautiful. Now, as the entire Kumasi was black. Like we said, a city so dark. Like that. That's a car lights in the moon. No more generators. No more so near. Then I said, you see spots of light, but the entire area in the night was dark. And yet, me I should say exclusive to Kumasi and Kwame. Me were a list of 2,350 communities. And your more electricity status.
The transformer was in the van.
Now 24-hour economy.
Yeah.
Na me kwa kwa. Ya pela time out. Ya pela time out na ikobi on the obey ejuma enyimbre na nya online.
No.
Empa.
Ako. 24 nka. Ako 24 nka. Madakuku now.
Ya pela time out.
Mabablo. 24 ala ba 24 nka. 24 ma dowomo
Magavon
madakuku
masi
ta magado 24 ka.
Many ECG to.
Ow. Prof,
24 is quietly sleeping.
Many and say what you said 24 no.
What to zoom?
I'm kind of what to zoom. But also 24 no what does he say? Also obey you man.
1 second. Was spending public resource that we don't have to build 24-hour markets across the country.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
The Ghana is kind of what we waste in the day. Yeah.
Chase market I waste now.
Because I'm asking you a question, Omrebo. Now, your market were Ghana and then why are they not running 24 hours?
We'll come to that.
Why? But also we go see market for our brand 24. So I ask myself that okay,
all our markets.
Merba. And see, 24-hour market, no. What about rent stores? No, what am 3 sets of market women? Another would be many poker.
But one way.
But we have to stop them. We cannot allow our resources to be thrown away like that.
You stop Accra Kumasi Highway, no. Any project you say we should stop.
1 minute here.
That's fine.
You are doing both at the same time. What's wrong with that?
Okay, General.
Stop.
Chairman General. Oko ekrobi te say abroncho. Ewo abrase ebuku amankese. Nti omaranke ebi mu de ne ye unstable. Ebi mu de ye very unstable. Very unstable for no. Abrodunko aka ho. Edumfa. Abroncho. In Krono Doso, Central region, Kase Buba Bebre, near they call almost all the regions in the country. Bilsa South, Fumbisi for say very unstable. And they what Chiok, say no crow, say, and my pronunciation, me pronouncing. And also Bilsa South, or no more. And now Kobongo Nswa, Apuongo, and a Bongo Krunimuanka Santi. It is across. Now make a say, we can't. My reporter me debe ba hono ye standard of living and I say standard of living report enumuna this how they are going about their electricity things, electricity security, food, other things and so enumuna ni nyina wo. Nti when the report is ready we will see those things, but I'm say enye news say ye better say as part of the communities I visited, some 2,350 communities are in a state where they think the electricity situation is very unstable. I will win. And yami ngwa say na nse mu ne ase omuye demonstration bi Western North. I will win. And the wahai. Sanso na bibie ne anwa so be kwai fo nso omusu they are in a very deplorable state. The town sefi be kwai fo dan kasa. Omu suffer pa ewo electricity nsem mu. I win for the nso tumu say enchi hono ne ade. Nkronkro ni bebre list ne wa ha say a ebre ma ho kwai, but I mean enye news. Ye nyina enim say baby abedu no. Electricity no hon se mo ababe asem kese a ye nyina ye di ho nkomo politics o de fa no amanyo se mu di a ene e bra kwa me Dumsor aba o Dumsor aba. It depends on who is talking. You don't expect NDC ni minua akogan say o manyin tum directly say Dumsor aba na Dumsor mai, but e di Dumsor no say ne e ba ye ne description atade o share ye na ho fasio ni bibia na bia ni bra kwa me you know, if it quacks like a duck,
walks like a duck,
walks like
it must be a duck.
It can be a geese sometimes.
I don't know, we are uncomfortable with the word Dumsor, but for me the will be Samia. I mean, let's stop putting words around things near the Dumsor na abano. Majuni muno si ejitu muntemwa. Citizens for nye Dumsor na yenhu bida Ghana timemu for nye Dumsor na yenhu bida ne pesi yehu an say momwa ye na yentimi organize ye ho ne yehu sania ye be hye niema eno na akwakoye buachi bidin no de bia me my example Shelem wo Gwanak municipality was sold Korea of Korea na me wo edan mu enam te say ka koba de Adanya, maybe say Madam for Korea and so the light is about to go off. It will go off in the next 15 minutes and it will be off for 25 minutes. And who did it? And who didn't know? The light is about to go off in 15 minutes for some maintenance then and they will put it on back after 25 minutes. More bedroom lights can come. And who did the Okutre no better tire and be affected no can chimbe bia keka ni nyina Ghana de sebe ye kra ye hu sa de we ene ya betena aba 5 days continuous 6 days continuous eye ye ne kra no okwabana na se chenchena enye Dumsor ye ni hwe de ma ho ye siesie ebe sa na obi adem 5 days obi adem 1 week obi adem for the past 4 months. And then na mfansa aba apa ye ka ho asempa, but if you ase ache kakra ye nyina ya fa anya asem politics ne de all the to nchen ya bakwa mi Dumsor na aba no say eye na po na ko ha nkrofo bi a omufa omajumam na popen so nti no mudundum light na den ni nyina no ni nyina nya politics and all these things cannot be reasons why we are in darkness. We are in darkness because Dumsor aba.
Obisi Mimbisa say, are you saying Kumasi was dark and lovely?
Anyway, maybe I said dark and beautiful because it was beautiful. Some car lights in them left high to maybe I to was a is a run a job and when you request them to make Obia or Kumasi when you maybe I by agent. Yeah, the politics bit in the and one no. Nti Obika said Dumsor aba because me AC no. It actually resembles only Dumsor a twin. Nti so onye Dumsor pa dia and I know you Dumsor twin.
Nechiriba.
Nechiriba crowd I had no man consensus. Direct twins I know you wo mudakro. But the reality any near menua akogan ne menua Japan Mesa o makeka no. Maintenance ne manema nyina ese ye. Media mesre ye nyina ye tu kwan kakra abrocha ye koi bra Kwame. Ehwo akoye se no. More nominee baby a doom ya na generator switching on. Lights don't go off. Lights don't go off the way ours do.
Africa is a different place.
Africa is a different place, but say
especially Ghana, Nigeria, and South Africa.
Yes. And so we must inch towards a state where simple maintenance are any and 70 senior AG and semi. There was a time we see free airport and more presentation be what technology university be na workshop be me address that workshop. It was on process control and how to make sure say processor a life saving and no pay me chrome tema my here polyclinic and run a joke. The worst didn't happen, but I create nanka light of homes and some nanka my family members don't move attended to health nanka as yes. The entire hospital them as they were very dark. The nurses were going all around using their phones to try and rescue the situation. And you know, mesre you say idea you control some kind of life. And for no musumu coastal munam na say some of those things meaning say yeah dear but and say nkwa ya nye careful a bit me lusu. Nti sa ho no e se emi ani ku hu yie pa na say mpo no 40 bi beba na bibi beba e manyin nsemu say for 4 months and counting. Ansana yati minister nka ansana yehu progress and then now tie excuse ni be say transformers ma 300 then yet etra why ma transformers 300 e be nya problem at the same time. When the first transformer had an issue and you say population growth akachi sa transformer no, what did we do? Adia yeto brakwa me light na free o. Yeto pa yeto we pay we pay
ABC we pay, but we don't pay realistic tariffs.
Oh, however, it is made the same year tough war. And I bought Chama Amina, and as a realistic tariff no analysis was standard of living him. The comments people have about electricity bill, and if it is not realistic, and the people feel it is high, and then na Yakubi say ECG for say leakage system na leakage situation na wo no sisi akosi saying won energy free the source 100% ni ba ka ECG insano na transmission losses nko we still talk about transmission losses ansa na ECG for so dia kodwuma kwakoton na ya to ni nyina awie na ni nyina asan awie no ma be ka just say recovery of revenue then the recovery challenge then amanfo bi ntua na ye nya ni nyina na parliament ntua ye ka na government institutions obi ntua ye ka in millions enti ye grade no ho and unfortunately mobrofo ne NBF no ni ade na ebe sofa because South America say enra e ma here polyclinic ni ade
eka ketu
bi say say omomu wo the where with down no quickly or the beko baby any flight cra no be chata ko betimi da carry me ne dofo no da ko baby na bi nti mesre ye ma ye ninku ho na sa product na ye kan wasem no Ghana photo ye to to the extent say etimi sa beje levy 1 cedi per each liter ni adinya de ka ho a yes people resisted whatever but people are paying and you see nya be free so na ye more proactive and that is where I go to leadership mesre empanimfo na ye de modi light no ho nsem no anim no momo modian na munye a bit proactive kakra
Momodia na monye a bit proactive kakra. Proactive you be home by 2 p.m. today. Sir Minister Ebekasa yibiti the numasem nenia owo ekachireng.
Na me fanka ho se omaye hu se the problem is solvable maybe within this period. Na nipa mfiase enye na adwene ye towards that. Na brain so be share say sa brain problem ni be si no. O make sure say engineers think of where adwuma man nyina be di omu time so no my problems. You want to see an end in sight. But in this current state there, let's stop playing around our appointee being a under the minister. When we get
little AB Prof make a comment be about the tag of Dumsor. For us, any problem how somebody calls what is happening. Because Medicanka say they funu edge your main. As long as light a doom so you can call it anything and we can appreciate what yenina yekum. It was MPP and ana omusuro sa tag na because of ne omoye ye nti no mo say nyedum so eyedum sie whatever the issue is no we are prepared to solve this issue, and the moment we fix it we don't have a friend is saying just this year in mind. We want to get some reserve for the next generation not to go through this. And these are some of the things that we are working towards.
Working towards it, somebody says, my clients on my neck, Kwame, are piles of clothes here I need to work on. We've had no lights in Sakaman Dumsor since Saturday. That is very tough. Another one, this is a little humor from Kwisiri North. He says, the only light in Ghana now is light soup. Let's move on.
And you see, truth is that some of this humor also no. If when taking a year, Ghana for the bakuntia yenyine che records in science into me improve our sense of humor. BBR we have a joke around it and then we laugh over it even when we are in pains. It's one of those things. You obey the message by also you'll be a fan of the humor that it comes from the crying of You see, Kwame. No cry. Ejina Sadia who say NDC is a very sincere party. Officers of our party, other appointees elected, are honest and sincere. So a nema bebre wo sometimes a higher na need some control over. Sometimes it ends you this way because it is not just easy. Say Mecca say so Obeshare NDC party every 92 eba. People tagged us violent, people tagged us killers, people tagged us arrogant, uneducated.
President Mahama not confirm media.
What's the name?
President Mahama.
Confirm media.
You people are born from a
background. It was the tag you gave us then from 92. Remember, dear President Mahama, say we were born out of a revolution. Watch us here. Revolution doesn't mean arrogant, disrespectful, and all that. But that was the tag that you had to say and this all this while. Inti se uyobi na say by the kind grace of God. Gradually, ye pili this your friend is a misconception about NDC from us. Na ushe the last elections in Po. A mebunu seeing reality, middle class people seeing reality, the older generation seeing reality. It decided say NDC or never. And me sa tag a free NDC for a home. Yet to me and my votes ye who be that in the history of our republic. Now say obi a phone. And now say obi anopa na onu ankasa efri na kumem free nipem apologize na still Ghana for egune so some of us feel say it is because sa tag na e free NDC for so no ebinum pese me pese me ka say MPP but ebinum pese omo try as much as possible send be ya sa tag no be sense so about NDC so se ba NDC so people will be angry, shift alliance and all those things inti uo baby na we sincere uwa komapa we nyame nipa kristoni na unhu sa de na wan hwe yi a obeko akwakoye Matthew 30 the NB Jesus wept.
You mean Julius wept?
I mean yeah, you can say Julius wept because he struggled to take that tag away from NDC and yet easy MPP 4-year campaign Eddie Funukra kototo abontin 96 and yes.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I'm telling you, bro, Kwame. 96. We all lived it.
Are you talking 96?
Yes, 96 before 2000. President Kofo
a 2000 election.
It was proud to the 2000.
It was before the election, but then
yes, yes. What I mean is that 92, 96, 2000. That's the sequence of our campaign of election.
MPP maybe just for historical purposes. Corrects the records.
Okay.
MPP Nibia wasn't arrested for it. There was one particular person, a friend of Charles Kwanzaa.
Yes.
On only a channel, I didn't call trial. Up to today, no MPP person and now nobody else has been arrested for it. It's impacho. Mami enfasa de nya president ko for ma anyway.
Bra Kwame. And the truth too, say we didn't see anybody coming out to say me fununie up till today.
And no coming no.
That is a fact. Nobody came out to say body we are edahano ye nene na wo community we ene nipa kro no aka baabi ana say ye nim no. Never did it happen.
Intina nipa ni free him.
Thank you very much, Bra Kwame. So these were some of the things that we lived in. That is the tag on us because now Rollins Leti Abemu and all that. To the extent that Andrew some of the bodies were even said say ye koyi free mortuary because the friends pathologist say na enye bibia e kire say obi a wewu sesia. That was the pathologist report and idea. It either say yakwako ye free mortuary and bibi, you know, Google the stories around these things. What I say. So this way bibia we have endured. And then NDC party no aye so clean say you make I say if you the armed robbery ebetagia amina you turn say wan say another under NDC nobody is even safe in friends bus and all those things to me parking bus near repi omomutika ni munyina come on inti ene yetumi yisade we efri san konua we efri ekoma na say obi from na ekoba ne say bia ebinum ba begina so edi akakai enieme bia na enima uye hwan na so do NDC a you tear one here inisuo ebeba because unim energy how the same a ye bedru ne say inti no ye ka ne sa no mesanso gina president name agina obibia name say bibia ankoyie no mumfa encheyen na apology no aba in many folds and I think that it will suffice. Na say anope na one kwaku yebo a sports dan kwaku yebo a odno soso de bibi kitu bi ebe shame a mesre say yenya sa correction no kakra so it is not, we are not doing this because of the Church of Pentecost. We are doing it because it is right to do it. We are doing this because no pastor said in prayer, sir, sena me wo right abi to me ejina ha ekasa no. Sana ejapa ewo right se obekasa. Sana obi bia including pastors ewo ho kwan se ombe criticize yen. Power. One of the key things is to have tolerance and endurance to accept criticism and to correct it. Inti say your friend say Pastor Dan Awuku, anase eye Bishop Nelson, anase Pastor Ekufu. Name them. Nobody deserves to be disrespected or to be attacked, irrespective of the church. And yes, because the communication over the weekend has been, oh, the Church of Pentecost has 4 million members, and that shouldn't be the case. Because me and me, I am a member of ICGC. And yet, OBBB obeye and nebema against Dr. Mensa Otabel or Pastor Selena Klu. And nebema ka say, me de bufu ekwakoto ama NPP. It will not happen. However, we cannot disrespect some of these people. But you see, let's also be honest. Yenim say pastors be oha, and for me, anka ni pape mo enye wrong. You can have a pastor who says, I believe in NDC, me a NDC pastor, but it doesn't take the anointing from me or all those things. But yeah, my Ghana, even MPP NDC pono, you should be a tough person doing business to say me NDC ni and I say me MPP ni, because the way I hear politics, you know, I don't know how to put it, but dangerous to even mention say me a businessman I'm waha and I say me waha. But in other organizations or other countries, you are free because it is
the level of maturity.
Yes,
that's
you
all.
know what you are saying. Gradually, me, I know we'll get there. But before we get there, let's see how to address some of these issues. For instance, Professor Marty comments be some time back. Me, I felt to say no, Anka, man of God, accusing NDC, so be a bribe. We promise a house with swimming pool and as a man of God, na Anka ne pape mu abeka so e Japan maisa ena yes adieno anasa kogan ena no nanka when you leave it hanging like that ne banesana no krena ankese say e dead na and dead is her but no so e ma me right say minko doso no but ono ankasa ne kasa no will expose the na koso at that time until gradually I know say we'll overcome all these things. But yen try as much as possible. If we all believe, say ye do Ghana, ne pese Ghana ekonenima, say o pori ekronenia, who say who tip kroneni, e munu kre eni bibia, na nye se bia, ye de bibi ekwako sinseng, obikomu, because or no dear, or ye koto enti nebodje. Kwame,
Nebodje, tell Ako, Jesus never wept in Matthew. Jesus only wept in John.
John, yes.
Tell Ako to get his quotation right before the church.
I'm sorry. John, yes.
I'm on for.
I swear.
Just
anyway, so we have not Baumia na shasi you or personal equalization. Baumia there is something that they are you.
Na Baumia you down up.
So also call yes I misquotation. So person name me and you hear Japan how we can saba.
Ejefa and portray any other business yanko.
Anti question will be saba na.
Baumia crore can ma respond.
Ebia na mumuni nani yanku Baumia bi na kan.
Na nyen. Inja man fa dog kan.
Kwame. Sisi I was the Galamsey what I know what about fight drones. Nanya this no promising and there were the artificial intelligence or whatever fight Galamsey.
And I said drones ebia AI kan.
The AI no embedded in the drones are not the drones embedded in AI. Which is which? Hey, that go free. What kind of sabo? You have to sabo. Eh, you pen no choir. That's our problem. You pen no choir. Was then the damn Galamsey issue?
Yeah.
2016, no a key election item. 2020, or a key election item. 2024, key election item.
Yeah.
2028, it will be a key election item.
Really?
Of course. Now, another Mofa Pra River do we are.
Improvement.
Improvement. You see, you continue kidding yourselves.
I asked the question.
There's no improvement anywhere. None whatsoever. In fact, worse.
I don't believe you.
Why can't we come together as a people and resolve this?
Oh, yeah, you.
It's an argument over the weekend that look, if people were prepared to kill us. This illegal miners are all mining our water bodies, putting poison in our water, and we treat them with kid gloves. Now our concert here, Minister Lands and Natural Resources, I'll come inaugurate once a water guards. What are they doing? What are they doing?
Nothing.
So why are we doing this? Because I pen for one night you want Kawanti. Meanwhile, the youth of Ghana win one expectation then come from la 133. On no solve your problems now.
Well,
why are we doing this? Hey, Nana Akufo-Addo, the decision not take it to ban mining for 2 years. If he had gotten the support of NDC, we probably would have made progress. Probably. Oh, yeah, man, who can you party for occasional mining site, pit walk catching for the 1 to Abamon. Now,
Prof. Sarpong Boati advised you many times.
That
on the point, insane.
And Potter, my tip, don't let him sidetrack you, Potter.
Out to Ado.
Since I want to have Benimo.
Injo.
Or catch your hand when you were in opposition. That any government that is serious be a open or fight Galamsey doesn't require more than 2 weeks. You've been in government for 16 or so months. Nothing they happen. So you looked in Ghana for their faces and lied to them. Presidents now on the party for Wakahon.
That's honesty.
So how are we sitting down allowing people for one selfish interest to destroy our country? It doesn't require the collaboration of anybody. Marty, I will never ban him. You have the full force of the state. It's your responsibility to get it done. And they can't wait. Yeah, you see, these groupings, Onyende was start you. Because of what? Effort? Or results?
Results.
What results have they generated?
Plenty.
They're making an effort. If you think that we should celebrate effort, so be it. But I don't celebrate effort. We want to see the water bodies clean. That the Pentecost church and the churches that like water baptism can go into the rivers and go and baptize their people. I don't know, Apostle Nyamiche Keke. What should I do, baby?
One man warning. One should also one man warning.
Yare draw. Yeah,
sure.
Look, me, I'm extremely passionate about this water issue. Until we get to the point where living organisms are returned to our water, everything else is effort. And effort, celebrating effort, is tantamount to celebrating mediocrity. I don't know what's a EPA for experimentation be well a hit for infant over to more restores, you know. So what's happening? Gold board is called that the government seem, in a sense, to be legitimizing illegal mining. Because you've created a market for them where you buy their gold. Yes, I agree that they have some benefit. But the consequences, Romeo, here you. And yet the ma, Kwame, the Papa water cry, many homes won't keep you sing.
Oh, yeah, some
In fact, I'm sure that they are beginning additional filtration before they even bat with it. So they are fine because I'm sure that those who are in government, probably are in a position to do that. How about the ordinary Ghanaian?
No.
How about the ordinary Ghanaian? A Ghanaian who hasn't got resources to filter their water. Banna says it all. And look, you account for it all.
Definitely.
2028 is coming.
We don't even need to get there.
We will hold you by the tail.
Oh, Taylor. Okay.
And how when you tail?
I thought you were going to hold. In your vandal.
But in all seriousness, I think that government should do more. I don't know. Charles Bisumo one time drone see Okotobi Bay. I don't know to what extent that this is going to help. But of course, if you're able to assess difficult to reach areas now, based on that, in the information to go in and clear the people who are mining now, I suppose that we should support and see how it plays out.
Right, Bobo, Medase. Prof, Yampong.
Yes, sir. Obusian for electronic suppliers and engineering services. Yeah, Mr. Bruce.
Mr. Bruce.
Mr. Amache.
Mr. Amache.
And now Penny Pano, Mr. Otin Nyame.
Mr. Otin Nyame.
Omunina sa no pe omuchia obrakwa.
Yeah, Jim Musopa Papa is chiamo. Electronic
supplies and engineering services.
Oh, okay.
Omu asylum down.
Great.
Openi Otin Nyame. And any team, Mr. Bruce, name Mr. Amache. And ope ye chiamu ne adwuma efo ni nyina. Kwame, Galamsey and call form, and I have one other report I'll be presenting. My friend Galamsey status report.
Oh, okay.
Reports. In fact, NDC flag bearership on Kwana Miye.
Okay.
And me were 3 other reports. Back we standard of living. Na me can wasem back also youth unemployment report. And I feel Galamsey status report. We have Galamsey status report in the more. New Galamsey sites are opening and working. And not a topic. So this sharply contradicts any assumption that Galamsey is going down.
No, it's not.
Sharply. How can something be going down and new sites are opening and working?
Bro,
from your friend is a
contradiction in terms of
the Emma Minister Minia Kofi Amabua. We are all from the west.
So no Nancy we sukaka ana.
Me kai so so yeah. Also check the list.
Long list of NDC guy babies.
Masabua. And have you found it? Hello. So okay na makai say also true.
Bra Kwame.
Media.
We are a passionate group of people. Very passionate. And never be a honor who are cry. I said, we are more cry. Yes, I can be radio. I
But me twist kakra me warrior the person of the chief of staff, Opening Julius Debra. In fact, he appeared in the list of those who are potential aspirants for the upcoming flag bearership.
Oh, interesting.
Nti nyame be na doma na be wini ana say whatever the outcome may be, e bia be president of the republic, whatever the outcome may be. Abi say. On the more serious note, because me kai so mane bu ama nyame for mo kransie ye Mutala Muhammad.
Yeah.
Mutala Muhammad before sad event because ni akoshia was science and innovation workshop biase ya bon komo be presentation kama the name science international science parks ha me kasa group no one ono be ma address ni bibia kama ya bon komo ni ade a we all belong to one common godfather
Okay.
And you know, any say near BCS, into your mom from Crency, but on that day, Openi Julius ever cried. I thought, say, as a chief of staff, as a Openi overall HR, no, the staff, and the Manibama sample, you know how they were loved by a. And now, on one soon near be free mo some time ago, no so soon, na no, I know a thing. Then right here, now I didn't feel said the connection should be too tight, so I say, yes, Emmanuel Efemusu. Well, your president as well, Chairman General. And some at I didn't calculate me at the chair as well.
And baby.
That professor partner news, yeah, not to us or no, then they say, also so much just he maybe is too emotional, and I think I saw tough and hook a cry for some of this. But on the subject matter of Galamsey, I mean, medical can say it's not coming down.
Yeah.
Minya Kofi Amabua in free West, me no need Japan in free West. We will always wish you well. The best has always come from the West. But member will be in free baby me catch or say, oh, Minister Jumano, where we near we Galamsey no see I can one pair, I can one site. Fictitious, an absurd feedback, a monstrous absurdity.
There's a nyano crack.
There be the intimi nyano crack. Mr. Omuani Maunai Kofom, and some of these things will go and feed the president, and the president will be in the Jubilee as feeling say, we need the fight against Galamsey. Now, the extent of damage may affect society. Now, a section of the society, the church. Penny be free move because by way of feedback, near a person or tear senses is here, subo crying to me more when soon be over. Obi a young man, no miniature says a major in the summer, Madame Mary will see. Or no cry, frontline communicators, or Peniaco gun, no money at the crime, name say, or Kahua, because on shutdown counts are mean classifying as frontline. The people we know, no. Japanese, in Yumna, is he is one of the frontline communicators? She is not.
No, she is.
She is,
She is.
And the Pamcho. Next time.
Papa.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
Maybe
I don't know get your full soldiers there. On your win election.
okay. Maybe. Chairman, only know what about Benim. I'm talking about in the struggle for Adino. And I'm maybe was she part of
what time that you know tick eh?
Oh, I see. But
Kwame. So we got some down. What's it?
Hey,
come on, Azipa.
But Rakami with the message.
Micro for Baka Maroto.
For your comment, no comment.
Yeah, for my comment, no comment.
Baby, a fine, no, say a fair. Also for Penny, Eric Nyamiche, Nimni Dimina, the persona and everything. I'm not saying this thing with any level of disrespect, but yeah, junior friends and one man church is binum be dominated that. I'm telling you, Look how we think about it.
To get you for stuff
easy. Say going forward, me assure so we seeing a lot of lessons womu. Ya be can be a samanyo nino Kwame. O representing wow.
Apology occurring there. Conditional apology.
Mate apology. Oh, but say in Penifon Bekasa.
Oh,
but
one guy can occurring that half-hearted apology.
On can who say, a Minuakoga meba, on can who say, Sabe, other pages like that will open. When it comes to the next page similar to this, who send your back conducting. Sabe, apology no, any assembly see no, and come my Church of Pentecost and Kwa. Uti say Nra, and no macho hay, former moderator, Presby Church,
Reverend Joymante.
And so a cabby. In fact, Metihei.
Honestly, we are not afraid of that woman.
No, we can't be afraid. You see, politics now. Minuako gan nominate penny me samwa fast jama. Yeka politics be yeka osono anase yeka chinyeno. politics na nyina ho party politics o. Until when everything is interpreted to be party politics,
partisanship,
and ignorantly people make the comments that they make. Obi ko kan bi pe you say o person ye MPP ni a MPP ni chairman general ti wono or ye NDC ni why he shared an opinion on the matter. E bi ono so constituency bi a me union secretary ma university teachers na assembly by na me ko kan ye o mu say obi ka chem say you live at the back door of education minister Napo and na wo tro how does my living at the back door of Emma to fight the interest of maybe union no yeah nyesa nka atro ne sa nyesa nka aka ne sa you know you just live by the senior as Pentecost of one so the members need the sacrament of baptism no so very important to him. What he says, I say, we share the things that are important to him now. Yeah. We will live harmoniously. Everything is not about partisanship. Now come back also no many. Even say Joy Mante or so that press before a soft
Reverend Professor, no past moderator.
Past moderator. Also avec be. Me Church of Pentecost member. But Church of Pentecost as of for empenimfu akese pa na da no. Emu ba ku yemi nua. Enti sabio udidi nua temu a odidi me so matem. It can have some negative adi on the political fortunes of the NDC. Enti mesre NDC ni ana MPP ni bi amanyo ni bi a sebe mode mu na munim ya sa ebeka bi a mo se amanyo sem no. Upia bonte na wo kwa me nua ko ga na pie. By the time you go back home in the evening, take a reflection. Say ne the way I conducted myself on radio, at work, in Afufobi, Shiame, whatever, have I added to the votes of the NDC, or by some actions and inactions of mine, I have taken out of the. Now, a man as an event when your election day, a daily process. When you better know, now no be anywhere. And it's just an advice.
Only Dr. Johnson Pokuai.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Now, Carlos from Brazil, somewhere in Accra, Kwame, November.